Hi, I'm Hunter Clouse with Politically Active. I'm here with Amy Champlin. She's running for General Seat C, City Council. The interpreter here is Christopher Smith, and I'll be asking him a few questions with our interview. So, what are you trying to accomplish today? I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're going to be able to cut and edit, right? Yeah, okay, so we'll just go ahead and answer. Okay. So just by way of explanation, Amy has Friedreich's ataxia. It's a condition that affects her muscles and keeps them from working properly. So I work as her interpreter at events. And although she has this condition, that isn't something that stopped Amy from achieving her goals in the past. She's got a background in law. She's got a law degree and a background in political science. And she's been pretty active in following city council since she moved to Springfield in 2014. She's moved around to a few different communities before that and seen how other communities solve problems that Springfield faces. And through her involvement and participation in city council meetings, she just feels like the city's really not facing up to some big issues that are affecting all of us. She feels like there needs to be a diversity of perspectives in policy making in the city. Most of the folks on council share the same socioeconomic status. A lot of them even live pretty close to the same part of town. And she wants to be a voice for folks that maybe aren't necessarily at the table in the decision-making process. She wants to make sure their voices are represented as well. So.
That's fantastic. What will be your main focus when you get to
Amy has a few priorities, but I'd say the top three are making sure that there is a greater ability for the public to have input on the decision-making process. The meetings are very, very long, and there's really no time reserved for the public to address anything at City Council until the very end of the meeting, which sometimes they run 3 hours, and it kind of chills the ability of the public to have input. And that's when we see that, not all of people's voices are included when a decision is made. We see policy making being done that has a lot of unintended consequences and impacts. So that's one issue. Another big issue that the city faces that Amy wants to do something about is nuisance properties. We have a lot of properties around town. We have a lot of rentals. About half of the housing of the people living in Springfield rent. And so we have a lot of rentals, and unfortunately sometimes some landlords don't do as good of a job as they could keeping up with properties, and we see a lot of rentals in disrepair that sort of affects the quality of life in a neighborhood and for the folks that are living in those. So she wants to do something about addressing that problem in the city. And then finally, probably the third biggest priority she'd like to see the city doing more about is homelessness. We have a lot of folks living in our community who are really precariously housed, that are just one accident, one unexpected bill away from not being able to pay their rent or having to choose between paying rent or a medical bill. And so that's why we see sort of a rising prevalence of homelessness in the community. We have a lot of folks living kind of on the edge. She wants to see the city involved in doing more to deal with kind of structural causes of homelessness, wages, for the public transportation system to make sure people can get to jobs in an efficient way, dealing with some of the barriers that people have to getting to employment and getting to good paying jobs that are going to, leave them a couple steps farther away from ending up in that situation.
I think that's a great thing to focus on, and I think it's you and Amy.
Thanks.